So I wanted to talk a bit about updates that are coming to Smash Karts. Basically talk about some things I'd like to see, things that are probably going to come, and things that I know for sure will come. Back when the team's update was released, Big Slick, one of the Smash Karts developers, basically said that they plan to do 2 more game modes and 2 more maps before the end of the year. And so far we've received one of those, the Score Target game mode, and we've received the Smash 4 map. But as for like what the remaining game mode for the year is, I obviously don't know for sure. I do have some ideas of what it could be, but we'll get into that later on because that's obviously not confirmed. So I'm expecting like some sort of level 70 update because it just kind of makes sense to do that. Right now we're stuck at level 60 and even it's impossible for me to gain XP, which is really sad. So yeah, I imagine that they'll have some sort of update somewhat soon, I guess, with increasing the level cap to 70. An interesting thing about these level cap updates as well is that they tend to be big updates, like except for like level 40, which is a bit of a smaller one, but like level 50 was a big update. It brought, the teams update, and level 60, brought the Smash Fort map as well as, the score target game mode, and of course level 30 was the initials levels update, which was a huge update, and I still think it's one of the biggest. And the reason why I think like the level 70 update will be somewhat soon is that just because historically, historically that's sort of been how it is because historically, and so far as well, like with every level cap update, there seems to be an item that you get for free once you reach that level. So, level 40 we got a golden plunger, level 50 was gem celebration, level 60 was of course the rubber ducky, which is interesting. But, it's like still unique, So I'm guessing like a level 70 reward since like those other items, like we got a hat, celebration, and then a topper, so I'm guessing the next thing will either be something completely new, like a completely different category, or I think more likely it's probably going to be a wheel or a cart color. I don't think it'd be like a character just because, I, for example, really like using Shadow Cat, and if everyone at level 70 is using the same character, I don't know. I don't really like that personally. Whereas like something like a trail or celebration effect, that can be interchanged more easily in my opinion. Oh, let's go. I guess in terms of... No! Also, it'd be funny if like the level 70 update came out before I uploaded this because that would just look kind of silly. Alright, so we've made it outside of the map once again. Just need to go slow over this section. And there we go. A lot of people, I think, have done this before, but not everyone has, so thought I would share. This is a kind of a cool section where you can just drive on diagonal. And this is a hard part, and you just gotta go like that. So something I'd also really like, and obviously this isn't necessarily an update I expect to see. Certainly not this year. No! But basically, I think it'd be really cool if there was some sort of racing mode. Oh! Getting outside of the map during the round on this one is definitely a bit trickier. Actually, I haven't played Fubster in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays. Wow, let's go. This is an attempt. No, no! Oh, nice, 10 seconds. Oh, let's go. I can't wait for everyone's camera to pan over to this. Yes. Oh no, Nicholas disrespecting a player. We got another level 60? Say 10? Oh. Nicholas, you know what, is actually playing well. I'm not gonna lie. but I'm playing a little bit better. Oh no, 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 no. Yes! Let's go! Disrespect, Nicholas. Alright, now I'm leaving. Alright, so I wasn't able to find Sticky Speedway, which is the final map that I can get out of during the game, but it should be switching up in 5 hours and 30 minutes. Wait, I wonder if the map's rotation updates in real time. That'd be so cool if there's like an animation.
You might even need to reload Smash Karts for the see the new changes.
I would downvote the game and uninstall, to be honest. Like, that's just unacceptable.
Wow.
Oh!
I think it just shifted over one.
That is so lame. Wait, I have to wait 3 days? Yeah, I'm actually so angry with Sticky for picking these maps, because we already had Smash Fort, we already had Smash Island, and no one likes the gravel pit. Well, as you can see, Sticky Speedway is now in map rotation, but the problem is that it's nukes only, and you need spikes to get outside of the map, so I'm gonna have to wait another 18 hours and 15 minutes. Actually, you know what? I don't care. I feel like playing. Let's do some team battles. There's interesting. So we got a bot on our team. So yeah, continuing the topic of like updates I would like to see, like a racing mode. Again, as I said, you know, it's in the future for sure. Or be far in the future if ever. I've always wanted it ever since before I played my first Smash Karts game, even because, you know, I was initially looking for, you know, a racing game, and then I found Smash Karts, and I would not have guessed that I would be playing it as much as I am. But it is a great game. Another thing I'd love to see is, you know, some sort of party system, because what we have now is great where you're able to join a room code, but the problem is that, like, if you want to change what room everyone's in, like, it's hard. And also, let's say you have 6 players you want to play with, then finding a room with enough empty slots is so hard. So that everyone can join. Whereas if you had a party system, you just click play and it would automatically find a room that had enough empty slots. Obviously, also another really nice thing would be to have leaderboards. You know, Headcase has done an excellent job, you know, making a great leaderboard, but, you know, having one in-game for all players would be insane. That'd just be too good. Like, imagine a leaderboard for the highest scores per map. Like, that'd be so cool. We kind of already have that, but it's unofficial and it's obviously not. You have to manually submit screenshots. Imagine a rating system. You know, like, that would be so cool. So rating would be like a number, let's say 1000, and if you're in a really hard room, then you'd gain a lot of rating if you win. But if you're in an easy room, you'd lose a lot of rating if you lost, and you'd gain very little rating if you won. And that's because that's a much better metric than KDR for skill, in my opinion. Also, speaking of KDR, like, I am actually going to try and grind my way up to 2.0 something, just because, you know, everyone says that 2 KDR is when you're actually a good player, so, you know, I gotta get that 2 KDR to be good. See, if I had 2 KDR, I wouldn't have missed. It's just, yeah, right there, like, I would have got that. I wouldn't have missed those mines if I had a 2 KDR. I feel like team games might be underrated for getting KDR, because I feel like I'm not dying. Also, a funny thing I noticed a while back is that level 100 probably wouldn't really fit in the badge beside the username very well. So I'm interested to see how they'd solve that problem. I mean, you could make the badge larger, or you could make the text smaller. But I'm interested to see a solution there. I'm really sad that I wasn't able to show how to get out of the map in Sticky Speedway, because it's probably the hardest map, in my opinion, to get out of. Remember a funny thing about when the Teams beta was launched? Like, it was funny because me and Outrun were literally talking about how cool it'd be if there was a Teams mode, and like thoughts on how they might implement it. and like the potential for like team tournaments, and like it'd be so cool. Um, and then I was also talking about how I'd never played with a Smash Karts developer before. And then of course later that day, you know, there's the announcement that the Teams Mode beta is out. So we were able to try that out, but also the devs were playing, and so that was just really insane coincidence. Alright, I guess I'll switch teams. It's always fun, like, switching teams and seeing if you can make the other team win. I'm so good at the game, now it's telling me to switch to red. Okay, red team. Oh, they have spikes, that's kind of annoying. Also, yeah, there's like a tournament, there's 2 tournaments for Smash Karts on Wednesday. So I'm gonna try. The problem is the first tournament ends at like 2 a.m. I think for me. And then, but the second one's at like 11, it starts at 11 a.m., which is a lot more reasonable. So I might participate in that one. Plus, it's Lobger nukes, and I'm much better at Lobger nukes than I am with oops. Wait. Wait, what? Actually, you know what? Despite the screenshots I showed, like, I'm gonna say KDR really isn't as important as people think. And the reason is that if you do a lot of 1v1s like I've done, like, no matter how good you are, it's just not gonna be as good as it would be otherwise. So, like, unless you're playing people who aren't very good at 1v1s relative to yourself. But if you're playing, yeah, someone who's like roughly equally skilled in 1v1s, you're just gonna your KDR is gonna tank, and it's like it's tough to increase it if you do that often. But also if you just dodge good player rooms, so you know you'll get a good KDR. So yeah, KDR is like it's like an estimate of your skill, but it's not a particularly accurate one in my opinion. If everyone was always playing against the same skilled opponents, then it would be a lot more accurate. KDR, you know, it says more about the skill of your opponents than it does the skill of yourself, in my opinion. Oh, spikes. I used to be really afraid of spikes, but not as much anymore. They'll still get me, but I'm just not afraid. Move! Oh, save. Let's go. Wow, this is actually a really close game. Yeah, this is actually so good for KDR. Alright, I will switch to red. Oh, perfect. Okay, it's actually insane. I am never this consistent. Come here. I'm... Yeah, actually, Deco is actually playing really well. No, that's... Oh! Alright, I want to just try some free-for-all for comparison. I might just be having a good day. Might actually just be having a good day, I think. Alright, well, I'm probably gonna end it there. That was a good session. And hopefully level 70 doesn't come out before I finish this video.